phone with me right now is Mike Rodak, who covers the Bills for ESPN. Mike, can you take us through why Sammy has this request?
Well, this really goes back to last season. I mean, Sammy Watkins was not healthy last season. He had 5 different injuries really dating back to last season. And there were some times when we would talk to him after the game in the locker room where he'd be a little bit frustrated with getting open in the game, but not getting the ball from Kyle Orton or E.J. Manuel in those games. So that problem wasn't every game last season. There's some games where he went off and had 100-plus yards receiving, but there's definitely some games where he was quiet last season. So I think he came into this season with probably a better quarterback in Tyrod Taylor and a better overall offense, thinking that he'd have a better chance to be a breakout, standout wide receiver. And through the first 2 games, I don't think he really met those expectations that he had in his own mind. So even though he was tied for the team lead in targets through the first 2 weeks, he had 10 targets. I think he wanted more than that. He sees himself in the same light as a Julio Jones or an Odell Beckham, really a top-flight wide receiver, and that's what the Bills thought of him as well when they went up to draft him 4th overall. So it's not really a case of Sammy Watkins not getting any targets. It's just a case of Sammy Watkins wanting more targets than what he's gotten so far.
Yeah, Mike, I don't care if your head coach is a tough disciplinarian like, let's say, Bill Belichick, or a little bit of a players-type coach like Rex Ryan. Making demands like that never sits well. How's the team reacted to this?
Yeah, well, this has really come down on Thursday afternoon, so we haven't had a chance to really see how players are reacting quite yet. But Rex Ryan in the past has said that he doesn't want to put a muzzle on his players. If players want to say something, they are allowed to say it in this system. Now, that probably wasn't the case last year under Doug Marrone. Doug Marrone had more stringent rules on these things, but Rex Ryan believes that giving players sort of a freedom of speech in the locker room is the best way to do things. And Sammy Watkins tried to really justify his comments to the Buffalo News by saying that if he's out there, if he's getting all these targets, then it's freeing up the rest of the offense to do good things, whether it's Percy Harvin or Charles Clay or the running game with LaShawn McCoy when he's back and healthy. Sammy Watkins believes that if he's having a good game, if he's drawing the attention of the defense, then the rest of the offense will benefit. So that's his view, and that not necessarily that these comments weren't self-centered, but he feels like if he's doing well, the rest of the team will do well. So maybe that mitigates some of the impact or some of the negative impact that you might